your opponent, you're going to die. What are you doing? And the monstrous rage it. No, I'm just going to return it to my hand and then proliferate, if that's cool. Alright, there you go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We went on our attack step. Well, hello, welcome, one and all. I am Average Zen, your host of Average Zen Presents. You have found us once again on a Ranked Wednesday edition, playing some Magic the Gathering on Arena. And we have some pretty cool decks ahead of us in store today. Before we get into all that, please take a moment, if you haven't already, to give us a like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. We're coming at you live on Twitch 3 days a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, 11 to 1 Central European Time. And on YouTube, hello. Posting content up 6 days a week at least, sometimes twice a day. Like today, Wednesday, we'll be dropping this video, as well as our Explain It Like I'm 7 series, where we're going through the arena tutorials along with my son, who is learning the basics of the game through the eyes of a 7-year-old. So, given that Magic the Arena on Arena is recommended according to the stats page for age groups 12 plus, it's got its challenges, but it is rewarding, especially if you have a young one that you're interested in getting into Magic the Gathering on Arena. I can say that we're having a lot of progress, actually, and it's bringing up some fun conversations along the way. With that being said, let's touch on one more thing before we jump into the deck. We are approaching our first giveaway here on this channel. So if you're not already a follower or a subscriber, highly recommend you jump on that, as we will be doing some giveaways here in the month of February once I get all the details worked out and terms and conditions, that sort of thing, the legal mumbo jumbo. And without further ado, let's jump right into our first deck for this Ranked Wednesday. We are going with a known deck here. This is a known deck list, though not one that you see covered very much by content creators. There's a reason for that. It's very control heavy, which can make for some kind of very one-sided matches. If you're looking to rank up, though, since the season just reset as of this recording, this may be of interest to you. It is top ranked in the meta. As I mentioned, I got this list from MtG. If you're looking for the deck list yourself, you can find it there, or you can hit exclamation deck if you're in chat, or the link on our YouTube description will also get you there for our particular build, which does not differ very much. However, that being said, I often rip on people playing poison decks because, we have a little bit of a distaste for the mechanic ourselves, and that normally would not prevent me from making a video about it or even playing it a little bit. We've had some fun already since Foundations came out and reintroduced Finn the Fangbearer with some poison decks. You can find that in our standard deck list playlist. However, this one's a little bit different. This one builds a little different, and I like that, because if it was just a poison deck, I would be like, okay, whatever. But this is, at its core, a very control-heavy deck. For those of you that enjoy playing control, this can be a very fun deck. It's not as simple as, okay, I get to 10 poison counters. I play this card because there is some navigation involved. A lot of times control players get a little lopsided in with groups like Mono Red in terms of the brainlessness of the deck. I am telling you, this deck is not one of them. This is all about resource management. This is about threat evaluation. This is about timing and a little bit of luck. But I think you'll see that the deck has enough recursion. No, I'm sorry, not recursion, but reproducibility through ample card draw effects such as Infectious Inquiry, Distorted Curiosity, Prologue to Phoresis, which is one way to get it kicked all off. Another way to start poison counters, Vraska's Fall. Another way to start poison counters, of course, Bilious Skull Dweller, the only permanent besides lands in our deck, which is another reason to play this deck. Most decks are not prepared for it. If you get a Bilious Skull Dweller down, it's really just the icing on the cake. It is a speed up the clock a little bit and provides something in the way of a blocker and / removal. Other than that, we're got a couple of Muriks, and you're gonna see it's all about the decisions we make with the cards we have, as are most games, but this one really much more crucial that you be right on the money with your calls. Otherwise, you're not going to see the same win percent rate that you see on Untapped GG with this deck in the mid to lower 60% range. We'll see if we can achieve those numbers today. May luck forever be in our favor. Alright, the opponent goes first. We do have a way to start out giving poison counters with both Prologue and Infectious Inquiry. Serum Snare, very cool in this deck, as long as we have good targets for it. And I like the Experimental Augury also digging for cards for us. Let's turn off the lights, as Nelly Furtado would say, and look at that, we even get a turn 1 play. Cha-cha, 024, be very worried. Is it? Is it? They have the Slick Shot show off. Well, we have things. Pass the turn, as the Blue Mage does, with a handful of instant spells. Storm Catcher, alright. And the Slick Shot show off. Well, attack, and then we will Serum Snare the Slick Shot show off. Submit 1, proliferate, please. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and get our third poison counter in, which is going to enable shenanigans should we get the right cards in our hands. They've been a quick study, they say. Alright. Study on. Will we take 2? Perhaps? No? Okay, well, we'll Prologue to Phoresis. And then, I think we go our turn. Throw down our Underground River. Hit them with the Whisper of the Dross. Submit. That's halfway there. Alright. Swing in. And we will wait. That's game. Very nice. They did seem to have some trouble drawing lands there. We can't exactly chalk that one up to pure skill on our part alone. These things happen. Alright, let's go. And that was a fairly nice curve out that we had there. We could have had a little bit more in the way of like backup lands, like maybe a counter spell or some more card draw. but the Infectious Inquiry will get it done as long as you're not under heavy pressure. Yeah, let's go with this. Looks good to start out with. Oh, the opponent also playing the same deck. Well, they're going first, and this could come down to the skill versus skill, and oh no, this is a different deck. Well, we will discard, I think, the Infectious. No, you know what? We're going to get rid of the Vraska's Fall. And then there was silence. Oh well, let's get out the Whisper of the Dross. I think is worth it. Just to get rid of the Bilious Skull Dweller on their side, so we get in with our first poison counter. And now all of our proliferate cards, instants and sorceries, are much better. There we have a Liliana of the Veil. Okay, turnabout is fair play. Okay, well, we desperately need to hit a land here, so we're going to prologue to Pheresis on our turn. Ow, come on. This could be an issue. We'll see. The Unstoppable Slasher. Well, I think we get rid of the Drowning Ichor. Oh my goodness. Not great. Well, let's go ahead and anoint with Affliction on the Slasher. If we could just get the 3 mana, we could counteract all of this discard shenanigans and be adding to our game plan with Infectious Inquiry. Alright, well, let's get rid of one. And then, I suppose, let's get rid of this Distorted Curiosity. And we have a Serum Snare at least. I am tempted right now just to get rid of that. And submit, yes please. Thank you. Now I really wish we had kept the other one. The other card draw. Banned its talent, and we pitch the Serum Snare. And then they Liliana, so we have to pitch the Infectious Inquiry, and we are just drawing dead. Normally we outdraw discard decks all day. We just have gotten completely mana screwed here. And that is very much unfortunate. Let's just go on to the next game. This is painful. Hey Ophelia, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the massacre provided by Shuffler and our lack of lands, or at least ability to draw them. Here we go. Let's give it one more shot. See, this is one way you can lose with this deck. Yeah. Alright, so we're 1 for 1 so far. 50% win rate. Let's see if we can improve on that. I've been doing well, thank you. Appreciate you asking. Been, looking forward to Ether Drift dropping here on Arena. This deck isn't not cooperating on these past couple of games. Let's mulligan this. This is somewhat better. We can pitch at 1 Drowning Ichor there and still be good. Alright, Dark Slick Shores, just in case we have to Whisper of the Dross on their turn. But I would prefer to get the Prologue to Pheresis down first. That is one of those I wish we didn't have to, but we're going to go ahead and waste one of our Proliferate spells to get rid of a big threat. Kind of moments. This game is updated a little. Yeah, they're getting ready to release a new update in the next week or so, around that amount of time. Let's kind of add some new cards, a new set called Ether Drift. It's kind of like a, what's the way to put it? Wacky Races, it's been called. Mad Max, Beyond the Thunderdome. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, let's whisper the dross now before they can hit that with the Shard Mage's Rescue. We'll proliferate at least. And maybe we can draw a third land. No, chances point to no. Okay. I see. Alright, well, let's see if we can hit that with the Experimental Augury. Not even a chance, they say. Well, sure. And still no. Alright, well, maybe they spin a removal spell on that. Yeah, this is our only permanent. This is our only permanent other than lands in the whole deck here. That 4 copies of this guy, so hard to deal with unless you're running counter spells. Alright, well, let's Experimental Augury just to see if we can find a land. Hey, we did it, man. It's even untapped. Do you believe it? Oh, this is my custom mix. If you look down in the, or up in the top right-hand corner, you'll see the, we've got different playlists for different days, kind of like an up-tempo day today. We're ranking up. It's all royalty-free stuff through Streamlabs. No, it's not. Although I do have plans to make some of my own original music and subject you guys to it. But no, for the moment, it's just royalty-free playlist that part of an extension on Streamlabs. Alright, well, they don't seem to be intent on playing anything, so let's go ahead and Vraska's Fall, since we have the cards to play. We have plenty of other removal options at the moment, so this will just get them a poison counter. And now we put them at 8 poison counters unless they get rid of the Bilious Skull Dweller. And there we go. See if we can just get to 3 mana. That's all we really need. And we can make things happen. I'm not sure what our opponent is doing. Ice. You're as cold as ice. Over there, you're like the Iceman from the Tom Cruise movie. Yeah. Alright, well, if they do something to the Bilious Skull Dweller, I'll show you a trick with the Serum Snare. They don't seem to be wanting to do anything about this. Your opponent, you're going to die. What are you doing? And the Monstrous Rage it. No, I'm just going to return it to my hand and then proliferate, if that's cool. Alright, there you go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We went on our attack step. Let's go. So that's kind of how we can deal with that. Now, if they start pouring out the mice, like they start getting out the multiple double slasher mice, double striker mice, it's a little bit of a different story. A little bit harder to deal with a huge wide board. So we gotta, options. A lot of removal options. I like this hand. We got a way to start the chain off. We have lots of removal and even a card draw or two. Duress makes it a little bit worse. Don't worry about it, opponent. It's fine. Yeah, they're going to take our prologue, so we're going to slow down here. How many more discard spells do they have, though? That's the question. Okay, well, there's another one. The Infectious Inquiry would be a good one to pick, especially since they see we're at 3 mana. Yep. Alright, but we did draw a Distorted Curiosity. The Deep Cavern Bat can die. I mean, all this does is give them info on what the card we drew last turn. Oh, yes, please. And we found a way, and they have removal, I'm sure, for days, but they give it up. In a ranked match, they give it up after double duress into a Deep Cavern Bat. And just like that, we've made it to Diamond, folks. Yes, yes, yes. I like it very much. We are Diamond material. We have shown that again. We hit Mythic last season. Quite easily, I might add. There was not fits and fits of grinding involved. We're much too casual for that. And we play too many formats for that. Alright, let's go. One more time. Control and poison. A match made in heaven for us. Hell for some people. This is a weird hand. And we're on the draw. Well, at least we have 2 lands and can surveil in another one. Okay, 3 lands is even better. We'll do that. Alright, we can even experimental augury if we so need. Okay, we're heaped harvesting. Interesting. Ramp, Golgari Ramp, huh? With a Restless Cottage. We should note that. Not that we have any graveyard interaction on our own side. Alright, I like where this is going. We have made it to at least 4 lands. And we still have all of our cards. Liliana of the Veil. This is fine. Alright, I'm gonna get funky and discard a land. And then we're going to Vraska's Fall. Even though they do not have a creature, they still get the poison counter. But they did have a Planeswalker, so that's even better. And now we pass the turn, like a true blue mage. They have gained life and put more lands into play. This may be an issue. We'll see what it means. We don't run a ton of counter spells here. Nissa is also a problem. Alright, but this is not an issue. Because we can Serum Snare the token. And then proliferate because it had a mana value of whatever or whatever. At this point, I think we go with draw 2 cards, lose 2 life. Alright, we got a land. Notably, that turns on our Distorted Curiosity, which should find us the cards we need. Liliana. Oh no. All of them. Well, let's go with a Distorted Curiosity to begin with. Alright, yes, hit our land drops. We will, and then go with a Drown in Ichor into a Drown in Ichor. Because sorcery speed, they can draw a card, that's fine. I think we can race this. Maybe I'm crazy. We shall see. It needs one more loyalty, and that can do that next turn. Okay. Alright. Let's go Distorted Curiosity. Try to hit a land. Oh, well. Alright then. How about Infectious Inquiry? Does not quite do it. Let's get more information with Experimental Augury. And we will grab the Whisper of the Dross. And submit. That's 6. We can't quite get there, can we? We can get to 8. Alright, good game. They ramped so fast. And we could have dealt with, you know, one Planeswalker, but the 2, yeah, that was making our board situation a little pressured. Especially the big tokens. The big Nissa tokens. Why'd you have to take 2 of our Drow Knickers to kill? Alright, we'll see if we can do better. We can do better. That was probably one of the worst matchups I think I've had with this deck. Laurent Griffin will be our next opponent. Oh, this is not good, is it? Alright, somewhat better. We have options. I'm tempted to say, let's get rid of the Drown and Ichor. But I think the correct answer is get rid of the Distorted Curiosity. Let's see if our opponent chooses to show up to the battle. We may have scared them off with our fearsome Kaido avatar. Also, the Tyvar sleeves that's pretty intimidating. If I saw some guy doing that with like a huge venom-looking monster, poisonous venom-looking guy surrounding him, yeah, man. I'm gonna go down the other street. I'm walking around. Not today. Oh, come on, Laurent. I think we can win with this hand if we try real hard. We'll give it a shot. Was it something we said? Alright, they have the timer. We're already getting roped. No, I'm kidding, of course. I'm sure they're just having connection issues. Or is this a game of timeout chicken? We're not racing. We didn't know we were racing. Yes, yes. Hey. We will keep. Then we'll throw away the Drown and Ichor. Proceed, Laurent, proceed. I do like these sleeves. I've mentioned that before. Very stylish. I must talk to your tailor. Oh, come on. This is already going to be a very controlling match without throwing in very long timers. Fast forward in your minds to us winning and on to the next game, maybe? With the power of imagination, kids, we can all do this together. Please. Join us, won't you? Imagining the scenario where we finish this game very quickly and win and move on to better and more interesting ones. Laurent. This is not how we wanted to win, Laurent. Yes, we are playing Demir control poison. But this is not how we wanted to win. Alright, well, at least it's over. Moving on. Shall we? Shall we? I invite you to shall. Alright, Ku Si will be our next opponent. This hand, however, not as good as the last. We will mulligan. And I think we will have to mulligan again. And again. Okay. This is the best we can do. This is the best we can do. Well, we get rid of 1 Serum Snare and a 2 Serum Snare. Prepare to be amazed. We are under the gun already. Already. Thank you, Shuffler, for giving us finally a... I use the term viable hand very loosely here. Alright, well, we have counters. We have Prologue to Pheresis. Life is good. Is this the Teamer Otter combo deck? Is that what we're looking at? They've bushwhacked and a Seed of Hope. Okay. Well, it's the crab. I see. I see. Well, it has nothing to tap. We will only have 1 creature, probably, at any given time. Poison running through your veins. Alright, Experimental Augury looks like a live card here, I think, considering our mulligan down to 4. They have 3 cards in the grave, instants and sorceries. Oh yes, get that sleight of hand. The Roguish Otter. And then there was... This town ain't big enough. Oh, well, you're right. So let's go ahead and counter that before they get extra value out of it beyond the otter and getting 3 to our face. Alright, well, we're doing things. They have found yet another Storm Chaser's talent. All of our efforts for naught. The Talarian Terror. The terror of it all. Alright, well, we got him to 2 poison counters. Job done, right? Okay, lands we do not need at this point. Slow down, Shuffler, please. Give us a hand. Let's get rid of that. Alright, 3 poison counters. Ha, ha, ha. Achieved. We've corrupted them. They have bushwhack. Alright, we're taking a little bit more to the face. Let us augur away. We will grab another augur. Alright, you know, Whisper of the Dross, not bad. Let's go ahead and experimental auger first. Grab the Vraska's Fall for the crab. And go ahead and put down the Whisper of the Dross. And that gets them to 6. They flash in the crab. We're on a 2-turn clock. Okay, flash in the crab. And we're on a 0-turn clock. Oh, I knew what. I think it runs out that way, even if we had done the Vraska's Fall there, because they sacrificed the. We just needed one more land. That's all it was. Well, then we could have done the Whisper of the Dross as well as the Vraska's Fall and win, maybe. Oh, it doesn't work out that way all the time. It was close, though. It was close. That double crab. I was not expecting the double crab. Well, let's try again. Once more, onto the ranked ladder. Up or down, up or down. I'm guessing up this time. Well, high hopes. Oh, having trouble finding us an opponent, eh? That normally doesn't bode well for us. Well, let's go with Ninja Parkour. Parkour. Yeah, we'll do this. We even get to play first. Bravo. Go, you Skull Dweller. You bilious Skull Dweller. There's the Swift Spear. Get on in. The water's fine. No blocks. Let's see if we can race Mono Red. I think we get in first. Drown in Ichor. And now it may be just a race at this point. Alright, well, let's prologue to Phoresis while we can. Yeah, no, maybe we don't do that. Maybe we experimental augury and try to get a blue source into our hand, and to no avail. I think we're gambling that we can handle one turn, maybe? This is a big gamble. That's a lot of guys. And a burst lightning to the face means we take, 8 damage. Okay, down to 10. Very nice. Okay, we did find a blue source. That's going to be necessary. Vraska's Fall looks good. Well, let's go ahead and hold back with the Skull Dweller. We need a blocker at this point, and we don't need the Skull Dweller to win. It is a race. The burst lightning to our face. Uh-huh. 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 Okay, a burst lightning to that thing. Are we dead anyway? That is the question. Are we dead anyway? It's a hired claw. So, yeah, I don't think we are. Maybe we get out of this. Alright, Slick Shot gone. We take 6 down to 2. They're empty-handed. We have a land. We can't do Infectious Inquiry. So we go Prologue to Phoresis. Nope. That's all we can do. Good game. Womp womp. Mono Red. They just ran way over across way too fast. It says good. It's fine. It's fine. All the triggers. All the burst lightnings. That was a lot of burst lightnings. Alright, come on. We can pull a win up out of it. I know we can. We're due one. We're due a win. Well, let us go up against... Hey. Yeah. Hey. Oh my. Not exactly what we want to see. That's a little better. Let us get rid of the Serum Snare. And get immediately dressed. Yes. How about that? Wow. Alright. And we're on the draw, so this is going to get ugly if they continue this shenanigans. Look at all the cards. Yes, please, read away. Alright, yeah, that's fine. And then the bat. Yep, oh man, it's like we know what's coming. Cool. I mean, the bat's dead no matter what. So whatever they take here is pretty much nonsensical. So I say, no. That's not what I meant to say. I didn't mean to say end it. Oh no. That may have been a huge mistake. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get the Drowning Ichor and put the counters on that so that when it comes back around we can kill it again, since we apparently cannot draw lands to save our life. The Slasher ×2. Hey, look at us go. Alright, well, let's get this guy down. They go immediately to hand for the cut down, I'm sure. Yep. Alrighty then. Unbelievable. Okay, we need that. Yeah, we proliferated the counter on the Slasher. Fun times. At least they don't have the Bloodletter out yet. Annex. Alright, well, let us exile that guy. Sweet. How does black have too many creatures out for us? This is insane. Nice. Just, yeah. How does mono black have too many creatures out for us? We finally hit our land drops. That was painful. Oh my goodness. Now we are definitely due a win. My goodness. This happens every time. Every single time that I get in front of the camera with the deck, I get the worst performance that has ever been possible. Not my performance, just the deck and the random shuffling and matchmaking. Normally, in every game that I play, well, not every, 9 out of 10 games I play against mono black with this deck, you can look at my untapped GG stats. You can look at it versus today, and you will see it's night and day difference. Absolutely insane. Someone's put a voodoo curse on me, I'm sure of it. Alright, well, we have things. They have glimmers. Sweet. The Cynical Loner wants to put stuff into the graveyard. We will put the Cynical Loner into the graveyard. Cast our bilious Skull Dweller. And say carry on. I have a spirit. We have spirit. Yes, we do. We have spirit. How about you? My turn. Alright, well, in the interest of keeping things real, since we cannot hit a land once again, we'll just go ahead and progress the game. This is on Spirit, this is on Glimmer. The Scavengers. Oh no. They have a thing. Well, we will not be able to stop that, will we? It does have double strike. That is an issue. Resolve that. Well, let's go ahead and slow it down a bit. Alright, only taking 10 instead of 12 seems a little better. Well, let's Serum Snare that back to their hand. Submit. And give yourself another poison counter. Alright, what do they surveil? Survey says nothing. Another Enduring Courage. Alright. Alright, we get them to 7, but we go down to 6. Alright, well, I think we have to do a Hail Mary here. Well, that gets them to 8. Oh, man. Okay, we attack in. Yeah, this doesn't work, does it? Well, maybe, just maybe, if they don't have 2 creatures, maybe this works. That'll do it. That'll do it. Oh, so close, yet so far. What happened? Where did it all go wrong? Well, I think we have time for a couple more. Double Enduring Courage. Womp womp. Okay, come on there, Matchmaker. I knew that was the one where it took a while for Matchmaker to find us an opponent, wasn't it? I was at the game before. It's all turned into one big, concussion-inducing beating at this point. Durin will be our next opponent. / Abuser. As will Shuffler. Okay. We got a mulligan this as well. I guess we're going... Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? What do we have to do? What do we have to do? Hey, we did it. We're winning. Shuffler. Give us a land. You've been doing this for an hour to us. Haven't we suffered enough? There is no end to our suffering. Well, they have a cat collector. This can't be good. Oh my god. I can't even right now. This is so painful. Padswork banner. Must be nice to have all those manas. Hoity-toity. Now our Whisper of the Dross doesn't even hit anything. God. Have mercy on us, please. We're just trying so hard here. I'll play what I can. Okay, alrighty then. I see how it is. Come on. Are you kidding me? Wow. Let's go, Shuffler. Let's go. We're your biggest fan, man. Please stop hurting us. Alright, Zion will be our next opponent. I don't like the way that really comes off. Why did they have to... That's their name. I'm not talking about any place in particular. I guess we'll do this. Okay. Big breath. Big deep breath, everyone. Prepare to be let down. Okay, well, we're up against a fellow Demir player. Fun times ahead, I'm sure. We will tell them a story of the prologue to Pheresis. She should really have a storybook in her hands. She's obviously telling them good night. We get negated. This is fine. What next? We already know that you're some sort of negate player. The worst of all Magic players. That would be me. I love negate. Alright, well, they can have their Maze Mind Tome. We will look for an experimental augury, because we need to hit more things. Well, let's go with the land. Alright, I think we're looking good now. Our biggest problem is I don't think they're going to have a bunch of creatures for us to get rid of, which is going to slow us down a bit. Are we going to counter Vraska's fall? No. And now we're getting flooded out. What is going on? It is control versus control. Who will win this matchup of staring contests? They found their Mirrex. Well, we also know how to pass the turn. Make a year token, yes please. Thank you very much for giving us a target. And then there was more nonsense in our hand. That was about the most action we're probably going to see for a minute. Alright, well, let's augur away. That looks like a very painful augury. That's probably why it's experimental. Well, we'll check out a Whisper of the Dross, I guess. Get him to 3 counters. Cast our Distorted Curiosity, reload with a couple of cards. Okay, well, you can negate that, that's fine. Cool. Alright, we got him to 4. Riveting stuff. And we even have enough to play both counterspells should we choose. They gain some life. Huzzah. Liliana of the Veil will be counterspelled. They are 3 steps ahead. Well, we'll counter their counter. And we're now empty-handed, left to the fate of Shuffler. My god, no. Liliana of the Dreadhorde General. They upgraded. Cool. Well, let's draw a card, give him a poison counter. Okay, Serum Snare. Seems good. Give him a poison counter. That also doesn't let them draw a card. Okay, well, now we've hit something of a roadblock. I guess we let them draw a card if this spell even resolves. It does not. Alrighty then. We tried. The good news is we're not dead immediately. That's a lot of Myrixes. They're running more Myrixes than we are. Cool. Alright, more counter spells, I'm guessing, in their hand. No? Okay, we finally got there. But they get the ultimate Liliana. This is pretty much game over. Womp womp. Alright, let's see if we can get one more game in. I hate to go out on a bummer note like this. This deck has performed absolutely horrendously on this live stream, despite being a completely top meta deck, despite the fact that I've used this deck to rank up time and time again this season. Absolutely the worst performance in a given hour, probably that you're liable to see this week. There's that. That's something. Mystery Wiz will be our next opponent. Please break our amazingly terrible losing streak here, Mystery Wiz. That would be great. This hand, I don't know. No. It's all either land flood or completely land screwed. One of the two. And we get duressed, of course. I mean, I'm sure they take the experimental augury. Otherwise, that leaves us with pretty much just a handful of removal and Murex. Which maybe that's enough, I don't know. We shall see. The Deep Cavern Bat. Well, we let it hit, exile it, and they know that we got a Dark Slick Shores, and then we get flooded out again. Wonderful. We're having so much fun. The Slasher. Alright, well, none of that is where we want to be, so I guess we get a card draw. That is something. Okay, that is a blocker, assuming they don't have removal. If they have removal, they can't play the Bloodletter of Aclazotz, so at least we're not dead this turn. Right side? Alright, we take some damage. And they have another Slasher, the worst possible scenario for us. Because now we have to hit... What? What can we possibly even hit now? Not that. And now if they had the Bloodletter, we're just dead. I'm gonna say good game. This guy. The stone's on you. Look at me with my very, 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 very telegraphed one-turn kill. That if you weren't being completely screwed over by the AI freaking algorithms that are built into Arena right now, that you would definitely have been able to deal with. Alright, let's go. One more, come on. I know we can win it again. This is absolutely insane. It is absolutely insane. This is a top meta deck, again, that I have been piloting over and over again in the past couple of weeks to very, very great success on the ladder. On the ladder, every time. This is absolutely insane, the run we're having right now. Sure, Abyssal Harvester. That is pretty much dead on impact. You never let that stick around. Alright, Murex gets us there. We're at the sweet spot of 3 lands. 4 would be great, but 3 is what we need. Phyrexian Obliterator. Not great. Okay, well, we gotta do this. Alright, that gets us somewhere. That does get us somewhere. And the Bloodletter of Aclazotz. What is going on? Dear Lord. No, we can't deal with both of those. We have to get rid of the Bloodletter of Aclazotz. Absolutely insane. If we're not having mana, if we're not being mana screwed, we are being mana flooded. Oh my goodness, in a rush of dread. Absolutely insane. I cannot believe what we are doing. This is not a bad deck, I promise you. This is like a horror show. This is a train wreck. I promise, if you look at the stats right now on this deck, if you hit exclamation deck, if you look at the video description, today's date is the 5th of February, 2025. If you look at my matchmaking record with this deck on Ranked Ladder in Mythic, you will see it is nothing like today's particular matchups. It's absolutely 100% totally different, night and day. Right there in writing. This is beyond the pale here. This is absolutely insanity. Alright, we're not worried about the fungus. We don't have anything that fungus can destroy. Finally, we get a matchup maybe where we have a single shot in the dark where we could win this. Let's come to this. But then again, they probably have that Miriam. They're playing green-white. I bet they have the poison counter chick. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing, matchmaker. I see. Well, let's go ahead and drown the insidious fungus in Ichor. Yep, go ahead and get rid of that. They ramp. They ramp some more. Alright, and we are left just doing nothing because, again, we can't hit lands. But at least we got to the 3. There is that. Sweet. Well, I say we give this -1 and proliferate. And then we will put it back to their hand. Cool. They replay it. It triggers. We will proliferate. Give it -1. I guess that's fine. Getaway glamour? What in the world are we dealing with? Alright, this has gotten a little silly. Hey, we got a creature. Look at them go. Oh, they were waiting for that. They were waiting for the label. Well, that's the only thing in our entire deck they could have targeted. Vivian Reed. This is ridiculous. Alright, well, all of our efforts seem to be for naught. Let's continue on, though. You gotta flicker it again? Alright, cool. Well, now, Let's go ahead and exile it. Now that they have all the mana in the world. And draw some cards. Let's see what that gets us. Hey, look at us go. We found a Mirix. Alright, they go a-digging. I gotta say, they're not making this easy. The cliff top lookout was gonna ramp them even more. They ramped into a manland. Not great for us. Cool. Why does it have haste? I guess if you hit it prior to combat with a yeah. I don't know. The Getaway Glamour Part 2? What in the world? What is even going on? We got another one. Where did this deck come from? What planet are you on, Zadius? This is insane. This is insanity. Final Showdown, Insidious Fungus. Okay. Sweet. We're down to 1. And we get a Dark Slick Swords. How wonderful. Man. Oh, man. This has been a run. I'm not going to do this to myself anymore. We went 10 minutes over just to try to break this. Absolute insanity. Okay, I normally would not do this, but I'm not gonna make you go and look. I now have to look at this, and the insanity that has taken place today has driven me to it. I must know. Let's see. Untapped, GG. Average Zen. Ladder Performance. Toxic. So, yeah, 47 and 41. With 11 of those losses being today. Now. Three days ago. Wait, what? Oh, I have to look at last season? Can I do that? Current set, no. How can I look at last season? Previous set? Maybe that's not necessary. Yeah, 3 and 2. 6 and 1. $34 and 27. Yeah, this is absolutely insane. And then today we have a 27% win rate. What do you even say to that? I'm not Elon Musk, okay? I don't have some kid over here playing my account for me when I'm off camera. God. That's all I can say. I guess it serves us right. It serves us right for playing Poison on stream. The gods, the magic gods are offended at our laziness. We're sorry, magic gods. We've offended you greatly. I see that. We will switch it up next hour. Alright, thank you much for suffering through that with us. Oh my lord, love one another, be cool, don't be a jerk, and have fun playing Magic the Gathering. Obviously not with this deck.